Alright, so how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another crew video. Today we're going to be trying out one of the new disciplines that is available to us in the open beta, and that is drifting. I figure that it is probably going to be one of the most sought after things in this game, something that can be really awesome, something that we have to get our hands on. So we are going to head our way to the Street Racing HQ, buy our first drift car, customize it, and take it on some events. So this is going to be your first look at the drifting spec in the Crew 2. Alright, so here we are at the Street Racing HQ. Get the guy in the wheelchair there. He's pretty much in charge of everything. So, as well as, drifting, we also have drag racing, and we have the hypercars. Today we're just going to be taking a look at the drifting itself, and then going from there. So, the cars that we are allowed to pick from are the GT500, the RX-7, the Ford Focus, the Charger, Mustang GT, the 370, the Challenger, okay, the Camaro, the Z4, the 370. Did I say 370 for this? Oh, what's the difference here? This is a Z34, and this is the Nismo. So two different 370s there, the Fastback, the M5, the 3400K, the 4GT, and some high-end supercars like the Aventador and the Murcielago. So, you know, I figured that if it's a drift car, we got to be doing something Japanese. So let's go ahead and use the 370 Nismo. I figured that's going to be a good car to start off the drifting chance with. Right, so we got one set of wheels. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Right, so we got two new activities with the drifting spec unlocked. One there in LA and one there in Miami. So we're going to have to be taking the car out and giving a definite try to those events to see exactly how the drifting works in this game, because I haven't done it yet. But, you know, if it's drifting, before we do any of that stuff, we got to go home, and we got to get this car looking correct. So, bike, you're pretty good, but today, you are not going to be the car that we are going to be using. I am pushing wrong buttons because I'm still not used to this interface layout, so bear with me there. So we're going to be switching out the bike here for our Nismo 370. It's our favorite ground car. So again, like, you can get in this and everything, which is great. You can open up that door. We can sit down in the seat. Look at how awesome this is. You get the wipers on, got the gloves on and everything. Start it up. All right, sounds pretty good off the bat. Oh yeah. That sounds really good. So we're gonna have quite some fun with this car. I figured that it is probably the perfect car to do drifting with, aside from the RX-7. It's drifting. You got to use something Japanese, right? So let's go ahead and get the customization done on this car. So let's start with the hoods. We have 4 different hoods, nice carbon hood, and a whole lot of vents. So drift car. Let's go with the vents. Let's put a lot of vents. It's got hood pins on it as well. 21 different front bumpers. Alright, what does this change? Oh my god, okay, so there's some crazy bumpers here. Oh, that one's wide. These are wide. Oh, that's crazy. It's got the canards and everything else on it. That's pretty sick. We got to do something wide. Like, all of these things are extra wide. This one, and then we go back to this again, which is also wide. What is the difference between these ones? Is this just a different... No, it's the same one. That's super wide. Do we go with the Nismo lip, or do we go with this thing here? Or do we go with this? We got to go with this here. We got to make it crazy. We'll go with the black lights there. Perfect. Rims, we have multiple rims to choose from. It's a drift car, right? So we got to pick something that makes a little bit of sense for it. Let's go with... Oh, man. So many options to pick. I have no idea. It's so difficult to pick rims. What about these things? These things actually look kind of beast. So let's go with these, and we're just gonna go with we're gonna go with chrome. We'll change the color of them depending on what livery we decide to put on the car. We'll put some red brake pads in there. Let's get a good color red. There we go. Mirrors, tiny ones or big ones. We'll keep the Nismo mirrors. Skirts. It doesn't change anything, or does it? I don't know. It doesn't look like it changes anything. Alright, so I don't know what the skirts do. That doesn't really... Is it adding... Sure, we'll buy the second ones. Why not? Alright, so wings. It's a drift car. What do we got? So we got that wing there. Tiny little one. we got to go big wing on a drift car. It only makes sense. We got a lot of rear bumpers as well. Oh, man, look at this kit. Look at this kit. This is insane. All right, so we're going to put a wide body kit to match the front. So we've got 4 tips there. 2 big tips as well. I don't know if that's in the kit. Is it? We can go with this as well. So we're going to be stuck with the 2 big ones or the back ones, one with a little red brake light at the back there, or what's the difference here? Is it? I'm trying to figure this out as well as everybody else. It looks like it's just taillight colors. So these ones aren't tinted and the other ones are. So we'll do the 2 big tips as well as the tinted lights, and that is the extent of the customization. Surprisingly, there's no interior options, which is all right, I guess. So that's what we've got so far. Things are taking a little bit to load. So let's see the top 100 liveries. Hopefully there's something out. I mean, the game is fairly new, but there should be something out. Some kind of drift thing that we can do. All right, so this ain't bad. This one ain't bad. That would look good with a white car, I think. What else do we have? That one is, I think, just plain. Let's go with the first one. I think that's going to be our best bet. 2,000 bucks. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put some color on this thing now. Oh, so it just stays gray. The only thing the color changes is the little emblem there on the front. So that's... Alright, well, let's put some red on there then. If that's gonna, all it's gonna change is just the front up there. I think the little red emblem in the front kind of looks kind of baller. Like a little red dot right on the front of the car. So that works well. And then let's go back to the rims now. We'll just change the color of the rims. We'll decide something that looks good for the car, like red rims. Is that pushing it a little bit much? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I think we're gonna go red rims. Yeah, that looks pretty baller. That looks pretty badass. So performance, it doesn't want to load. So what are we starting with here? So 132, and again, we need to get drift parts for that. So it's gonna be pretty lackluster to start with, but I figure that is a fairly decent look of the car to start things off with here and the build. So that's what we're going to be going with. So yeah, I think this thing looks awesome. I think it just looks so badass. Let's get that door back open again. Oh, even the red from the outside is just all around the car. That looks so good. All right, I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are excited for this too. If you are, definitely be sure to hit that like button, or hit that like button. And let's get a like on this video if you think this car turned out fairly well. I think it turned out pretty damn good. I gotta stop hitting the mic with my hat. But let's go ahead and jump into the first race event, or the first drifting event here. We won't do the Miami one first. We'll do the one in LA, and we'll get a feel for things down in LA, and we'll go from there. So charity event, which is a drift. Let's go ahead and travel to it. Like I said, I haven't drifted in this game with the specs, so everything is going to be new to me. So we're going to be figuring this out together, pretty much. So so already the car is nice and slidey. It sounds pretty damn good. Oh, there's a little bit of a backfire there. This thing looks beast. Oh my gosh, the rims just stick out beautifully. There's an offset. Oh boy, this thing is just magnificent. All right, fair enough. We'll see if I can do something like that. Who knows if I'm going to be able to do something like that. Well, yeah, obviously. Okay, yeah, a little full 360 thing. 10,000 points. Alright, how is this going to work? Oh, look at that. Alright, we're already sideways. Oh, man, this drifting feels great already. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That feels great. Let's get this little turn. Oh, that was a wall. Okay. So already, things are going terribly. I've already hit things. So we've got a time limit, and we were just able to just use this entire course here to just do whatever we want. That's out of the area, apparently, so scoring doesn't count. All right, it's going to teleport us right back. So, like I said, this is the first look at the drifting in this game. I have not done it before, so mind me if things are looking a little crappy, because there's a reason for it. So here we go. What is up here? What is up here? Are we going to go on the ship? Oh, come on. Tell me we're going to go on the ship. Oh, we're going on the ship. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get that nice spin here. Beautiful. 1 minute left. Thank you for telling me that. Oh, man, this thing is so easy to get sideways. It's fantastic. Let's just get real close to that wall there. And we'll slide on back. It's so slick. Like, nice job hitting the wall there, genius. But like, honestly, like, this thing is great. It wants to drift. It wants to get sideways. We're gonna go like this. Am I ending up in the water? I'm ending up in the water. Alright, so that was a little bit of a stretch to try to do that. So there we go. Nice drift there. Oh yeah, look at that. That was a good corner. Let's just keep that riding out, and down we go. So again, it's just like a big like circuit thing here, but man, this drifting feels so good. Except for that I smacked the wall there. I'm just barely gonna get enough points here, am I? Or am I not even gonna do it in the first run? I didn't even do it in the first run. Oh, that is embarrassing. But like I said, this is the first time I have done a drift event in this game, so we failed it right off the bat. First time I've actually used a drift car too. So we're doing this together. We're gonna restart that event. We're gonna get this done. Man, this 370 looks good. The drifting feels good in this game. It's just gonna take a little bit to get used to it, honestly. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing, is just taking time to get used to this drifting. So we know what we're supposed to do now. We got 2 minutes to get 10,000 points. So let's just slide on around like that. Let's throw it into the corner here. Let's get right like that. Look at that. So close to the wall. And things are just looking fantastic. So this car is just in a constant skid. But that is alright with me, because things look good. Can I jump up onto the ship here like this? No, I can't. That was a wasted attempt. But hey, looks like we're back up on the ship anyways. So things are working alright. So let's not hit the... Alright, wall tap or whatever. Come on, let's just keep this going. Let's just keep this going. Nice little turn there. Let's go like this. Throw it. It's so hard to get used to. I'm so used to like the Need for Speed drifting, and it's completely different than this drifting in this game. Like, the car just wants to get away from you, essentially, and you just have to counteract that. And I mean, we'll get it eventually. It's just going to take a little bit of playing around and getting used to how the handling is in this game, essentially, because right now I'm just doing a terrible job at it. I'm making this entire drifting thing look terrible, which is just, it's bad for me. I gotta figure it out, exactly what needs to be done, like what we're looking for in throttling and everything else. Because once I figure the throttle control out with the skids, then that'll be a lot better for us. So we can do that like that, and then we can slide in like this. We got the objective completed, thankfully, but then we can get big corners like this that are just crazy. I just slide it around. I think I tapped there, and we're going to tap there. 10 seconds left, but we completed the event this time. So I think the drifting feels pretty damn good. I think that the events are actually sweet, how it's just... It's not a course, it's just like you have 2 minutes to do as much as you can in this sanctioned off area, which I think is great. And I mean, we can throw it into the corners with the best of them. A little tap there. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much just getting a handle on the throttle control. Second I figure that out, we'll be fine. But it is completely new to me, so... But man, this thing is a beast. I'm loving every second of sliding this thing around. It's like the second you get into corners, it gets questionable. It does get questionable. Okay. Okay. Legit street racing? There's some pretty cool animations and everything that are going on. So that's drag racing right there, obviously, and then hypercars being the last discipline to learn in the street racing aspect of things. So, yeah, like I said, like this drifting thing in this game, it feels really good. Like the car just wants to slide really just on its own there, which is just, it's really nice, honestly. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hit this jump. I don't know where we're going, but we're going up here. and we're going back down. So perfect. It's nice that there's an actual spec for it, because you can't do this with like actual just regular cars. It just doesn't work that well. I remember last year, or not last year, but when the Crew 1 came out, they didn't have drift cars in the game. So pretty much what you were completely limited to is you pretty much had to go to the mountains and drive a manual car on the snow there. And the slickness of the tires is what actually was able, or gave you the ability to get sideways. But ever since they've added drift cars into the game, it's made things a whole lot easier for everybody, because these cars, they just want to get sideways. They are pretty much super slick. They look awesome when they're doing it. It is fantastic. So that is the first look at drifting here in the game. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed getting a look at drifting and me doing terribly on it, but now I'm kind of actually getting the hang of it. I mean, I'm still tapping walls and stuff, but I mean, it's progression, right? Like, even the pros tap walls, so it's going to take a little bit to actually fully get used to this. What's this jump? Can I just jump straight into the water? Yeah, you can. Go right to the boat, or stay in a car if you don't feel like going in a boat. So like I said, if you guys... let me know what you think about the drifting in this game. Do you like it? Are you a fan? Are you not? I think it actually works really well with the game. I think that having its own discipline is a huge thing. I think it makes things so much better, and I think the car is just, like, this just looks awesome. It's just going to take a little bit getting used to. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If this is your first time here on the channel, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, because, you know, we'd love to have you going forward. There's tons of Crew 2 stuff that we are going to be doing, so you're going to want to pay attention to that. You're going to want to hit that post notification bell while you're at it. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to leave a like. Basically, that's all there is for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.